instead of falling off.
Good morning, Silver Stackers. Hope everybody is doing well. Here we go back for another live auction and have an amazing selection for you. And we had to actually kind of scale down a little bit just now because we have so much stuff that we think you'll be interested in. Thank you for being with us on this Sunday morning. Morning, everybody. Hope your first cup of coffee or two have gone down well, and we're getting ready to start in just a second. Just a heads up.
Good morning, everyone. Glad to be here with you. We're ready for a nice auction.
Yeah, and Tuli is here as a moderator, and Tuli, hello, glad you're here. And just a heads up, my buddy Mark was not feeling very well this morning, and he's going to try to pop in here and there, but he won't be able to do the heavy lifting that he normally does. So Tuli, so glad you're here as always. And man, even on the turntable, you can see we've got some cool stuff here. And I am just going to send a link real quick, and then we're going to get started with a giveaway. We always start with a giveaway, and as soon as I can figure out how to do this live share on my well, maybe I'll do it another time. I'm on studio and I'm on regular YouTube, and I can't remember exactly how to send the link, but either way, we've got 45 people here, and let me get my music and my sound effects ready to rock and roll. Here we go. All right, here we go. And RH isn't here, so maybe the rest of us or the rest of you have a chance. Hi there, Con Z671, Emerald Coast, TJF, Jerry Parker, Brian. Brian, how do we bid? Oh, it's simple. Just in the comments section, all you have to do is bid, and you don't have to join. I know some of the YouTube auctioneers require that you join as a channel member, and here you do not have to. And I've had a good run of trusting folks that they will come and they will bid and then they will pay. And so far, almost all of them had. In case you're wondering, Mary, who had some difficulties last week with figuring out the payment system, did wind up paying, and hopefully she shows up today. We'll see. And so that's the way we do things. Let me zoom out just a little bit. And I was up late pouring silver last night, and so I'm not 100% ready with I'll get my camera system up now. And let's see, I click on the Brio 500. Let me let me zoom out. No, not zooming in. Zooming out. In case you're wondering, shipping is $5, which is not too shabby. And then my way of saying thanks to all of our channel members who did wind up joining. Level 2, 3, and 4 is free. So free shipping for channel members every week consecutively for like the last 5 weeks or so. More people have joined the channel as members, and that does two things. A, it gives them free shipping. And number two, it supports me in my efforts to bring you videos like this. And level 2 is only like $6.99 a month. Although many of you, and by the way, thank you, are joining at level 3 and 4. It makes financial sense to join at least at level 2 if you plan on doing at least 1 or 2 auctions a month. That makes sense. And if you just really want to be nice and support the craziness that is T the Silver Stacker's channel, 3 and 4 is where so many of you have joined, and I appreciate very, very much. Okay, we'll leave that right there. See if it doesn't get knocked into by that really beautiful ASC today. And let's see, is it going to clear it? Nope. There we go. All right. Well, there are 61 people, and we're going to start with a trivia question. The trivia question is, let me go here, is from the show that we went to last weekend. As you know, Mrs. T and I had an absolute blast. We met some really cool people, and we bought some neat stuff, as was revealed yesterday. And many of you saw that big piece at the end. I was really, really happy to pick that up. That was like years in the making. And you guys coming here, supporting my auctions, were a big part of the decision to pull the trigger on that piece. But anyway, what is the name of the organization that put that show together? That's the first trivia question. And here's the prize. 3 beautiful, pristine, steel cents, wartime, 1943. What was the name of the organization that put that show together? Boom, right there. First question. Oh, Lord. You got to be kidding me, Mrs.
I thought RH was in here.
Oh, boy. RH is a super fan, and he watches all my stuff, and for that I am grateful. And some of you may not be grateful that he tends to win everything. The answer was Central States, and ladies and gentlemen, it's happened again. RH, you will have some steel cents coming your way. I thought maybe the crowd woke up before you and might have beaten you to the trivia, but RH is, I don't know what to say. He's like the Michael Jordan of trivia, T the Silver Stacker trivia, and he gets all the free stuff. Yeah, I don't know how he does it. I truly do not. I assure you it is not rigged. And I would be happy to give those steel pennies to anybody. And RH just happens to be the winner over and over and over again. We'll see, though. I've got some more questions. And what's that, Mrs. T? Oh, yeah, this is for RH. She's saying, give him his just due. And I don't know if RH is a bot or not. Tim Oliver saying it's rigged, but he has a smiling face. I'm glad everybody has a good humor about it. And all right, here we go. Our first piece is a good old-fashioned Morgan dollar. Let's start off with an old Morgan dollar, over 100 years old. And there you go. She's got some nice tone to her. The camera doesn't really do it justice. You might be able to see in the daylight, you'll be able to notice that there's like little green hues. And let's just start at $20 to get everybody warmed up. And here we go. All right. So already Chris with a K is at 30. And let me zoom in a little bit on this Morgan. There we go. There she is. And we're at Chris with a K at 30. Good morning, Supreme. Ginger Stacker. Mike is at 33. Everybody, including me, we all love these Morgan dollars. Robert Johnson is at 50 for the 1921 Morgan dollar with some pretty tone to it. That, again, the lighting and the camera don't really do it justice, but there it is. Robert Johnson is at 50. And there we go. Going one time to Robert Johnson at $50. Wow. Robert Johnson came out and put the hammer down, and that is a strong bid indeed. And I think if you're new here, I just want to let you know, I think a lot of people come to get good bargains, and there will be some great bargains today. And some people come just to support the channel and show their appreciation. And I've gone one time, I've gone 2 times, and boom. And just so you know, anything after on my screen, anything after where it says sold is irrelevant. Once it says sold, if you're trying to snipe and time it, I'm sorry. If you're below sold, you're too late. And Robert, nice pickup, sir. Thank you very much. The next one I think is something that we all really like. And I don't know if I've had one of these in a while. This is, you've all seen the Englehards, but this is 1985. I've learned from my buddy on YouTube, Silverstruck, that in 1985 they had two different designs. One of them is the Big E, the other is the Eagle. So let's start this guy off at, I don't know, $1. You guys start me off, it'll land wherever it happens to land. Engelhard, Big E. This one has a little bit of milk spotting on it, but it is a vintage round nonetheless from 1985. Mike is at 40. Mike is at 40. And another strong bid to begin with. And for the 85 Engelhard and Supreme Ginger, I could use another cup myself, but we're already into this. So Mrs. T is busy. I am busy, so I think I'm just going to have to deal with just water. Chris with a K for 41. And I'm going to take a sip of water. You may notice by my voice that I'm slightly raspy today. I was out on a fishing boat all day yesterday, and all that pollen and everything was floating around. And I'm going to say going one time to see if Mike responds back. And I don't know, my allergies, I woke up, my allergies were really acting up. And I'm looking at Chris with a K with 41. And I'm going to go 2 times. I like to do my best to kind of keep the auction moving and at a nice flow. And hey, we have over 60 people here. And I'm going to say, sold. And to Chris with the K. Congratulations, Chris. Got that Eagle variety. And I've got, as you can see on this little turntable here, I've got that ASC, in case you're wondering, from the mint there in that beautiful box is from 1988. You see the T-Rex skull. And oh, let me show you something. This is what I was busy pouring late last night. This is something new, guys. I haven't made a video about these. You guys are the first ones to lay eyes on this. This is, I don't even know what to call it yet. It's basically a little T logo that I poured from a mold that I had custom made. And they're a nice little size. This one's 1.9 ounces, so just under 2 ounces. This one right here happens to be number 2. Number 2, I'm keeping the prototype, as you might imagine. And this little guy will be up for auction in just a little while. I won't keep you in suspense too long. We'll see who is interested in that little silver pour from yours truly. And let's see what we have next. Okay. Robert, if you like that earlier, Morgan, you're really going to like this one. And because A, it's a toner, and B, this happens to be a 1903 S. Now, when you know anything about Morgan Dollars, you know it's all about the mintage. And this is an oldie but a goodie with low mintage. I was looking through the red book, and on that entire page of Morgan's, on page 2 of Morgan's, this is the lowest mintage, only over 1 million. This isn't your average run-of-the-mill Morgan Dollar. It is, I wouldn't call it a slick. You could read the dates just fine. It is definitely used in circulation. You can tell that. And I've got Mike starting at a 36. Okay, we'll start there for only 1.2 million minted. Now, the norm for Morgan Dollars was in the tens of millions, 20, 30, 40 million Morgans. This is like if you're doing a book or album, this is one, the 1903S, that is definitely harder to find. And No IQ says, T, what do you consider your channel round. That's not my channel. I do one channel or one variety of channel round per year. I've already done the 2023. And so this is just a little mold that I had custom made. And the channel round, the next one for 2024 will be released after the new year. I'm still in the design phase right now. Wyatt Smart's at 43 on the low mintage. I don't want to throw out the words key date, but this is definitely one of those harder to get Morgan dollars. And I'm going to say going one time for 43 on the hard to find Morgan dollar. And I'm seeing Wyatt Smart at 43. And Mrs. T, did you say another bid came in? I see Chris with a K at 45. And
no, Robert Johnson's at 50.
Oh, Robert Johnson's at 50. I didn't even see that up there. Good catch. Good catch, Mrs. T. And Tuli. And Robert Johnson's at 50. Like I said, if you collect Morgans and you put them in an album, good luck finding this one out in the wild somewhere. I'm going to say 50 going one time and 50 going two times. I'll take a sip of my water and see what happens. All right, Mrs. T. Let's see. Tiger's here. Hi, Tiger.
55, Eric Walton.
Oh, Eric Walton is at 55 on the hard to find Morgan dollar. The low mintage Morgan dollar. We're at 55 with Eric Walton. I have a feeling Eric knows his Morgans. And hopefully there's some numismatists, some coin collectors here today. Robert's at 60. And we do have a couple numismatic pieces. One very cool piece of exonumia and a lot of vintage. And obviously some pours. And yeah, Tiger has arrived at that $60. I've got Eric Walton at 65 going one time. We've got ourselves a battle between Robert and Eric Walton.
Does Robert say 66?
And Robert is at 66.
Or is that 66 cents?
No, it's not 66 cents. I think he probably accidentally put a little dot there.
Can you show the reverse?
Can you show the reverse? Sure. And there you go. It's a pretty one. It's got some toning around the rim there that, in my opinion, I'm a tone guy. I like it. So I know some people don't. They'd like to see a blast white. And there you go. The hard to find 1.2 million. And who knows how many of these were melted down over the years. I've got Robert Johnson at $69. He and Eric are going back and forth. I think this is a case where these guys know what they see, and they know that the 1903S is a toughie. That is for
Eric
sure.
Says Robert can have it.
Okay, I'm going to say going one time, and we'll keep with the thank you for your bidding, Eric. Going two times, and Robert, unless there's some kind of sneaky sniper out there, and believe me, there are sneaky snipers out from time to time. I'm going to say sold to Robert Johnson. No sneaky snipers that time.
Chris with the K was too late.
Oh, Chris with a K. Oh, just a second too late, sir. Just a second too late. And good try. I always, and any auctioneer on the planet would encourage you to get your bidding in early. Sometimes the snipe works. Sometimes it doesn't. All right. I'm going to show you something that you haven't seen before. And before I show it to you, let me get rid of this. And I need another prop. Might not be what you're thinking it is. Thanks, Tuli, for helping out. And I did star a link at the very top of the page for anybody who would like to become a channel member and get free shipping. The link is at the top of the comments. I don't know how to continue moving that down or not, but if you go to the top of the comments, you'll see that there's an opportunity to join up and get free shipping, or you could just pay $5 every week whenever you participate. Your choice. Okay, I had the scissors. Oh, the humanity. Here we go. Man, this is cool. I almost snipped one off for myself, but I did not. If you're a vintage fan, oh, this is a face revealer too. You may know about OPM, Ohio Precious Metals. I don't know the story behind the mushroom, but they have a little mushroom on their logo. These are pristine. These are from the 80s. And as I try again, not to reveal my face, these are from the 80s. They're like a double plastic on these. And so let me explain the rules. The winner could either take one, or the winner could take 2, 3, or 4. It's the winner's prerogative as to how many they take. So if you bid and you win at $45, you could say, give me 1 or give me 4, your choice. You can't have all of them for $45. That wouldn't make much sense. But we'll see where they go. You guys have already started bidding. I'm cool with that. I see unknown at 31. And by the way, Ohio Precious Metals went defunct. They got themselves in some big trouble, and they ultimately shut down because of some shenanigans. And they got in trouble with the law, and the law won. And so therefore, you're not going to see freshly minted Ohio Precious Metals. And by the way, yeah, look at this. I got this from a very, very old coin shop. And matter of fact, if any of you, I'll reveal it. Arthur Knight's in Hobart, Indiana. Man, that guy has some old stuff in there. I'm looking at Wyatt at $48 per bar. And let's see where we go from there. And just to speed things up just a little bit, I'm going to say going one time. And at Wyatt Smart at 48, going one time. And yeah, Roman, me visiting those shops, I'm hoping that some of you are like living vicariously through me. I love going in and documenting what I see. And Arthur Knight's, I don't know if any of you are watch my shorts, but if you did, he had vintage silver that had a note on it from 1967. And the 100-ounce bar that was bought when silver was around $2 an ounce was gifted to an 8th grade girl for graduation, and just absolutely incredible. I'm looking at Robert Johnson at $50, and I'm going to say going one time and see if the formidable Tiger Stacker responds. And I've got Tiger at 51. Wyatt, you're just a little bit behind. And Robert is in the mix somewhere. Let's see which one of these Titans wins this battle. And there's only 4. And the winner might take all 4. Or he might say, oh, I'll take 1. And then I'll ask the backup bidders, hey, do you want the other 3 or what the deal is? So I'm going to say, but it's not uncommon for people to see a deal and say, just give them all to me. And we move on to the next item. I'm going to say going one time to Wyatt at 52. And Mark is in the house. Let's hear it from Mark, everybody. Mark, as I mentioned when we spoke earlier, hey, don't overdo it, my friend. If you're feeling crummy, you take it easy, and and we want you back here healthy next week, man. I got Tiger at 53. I had a feeling these were going to be desirable because they're so pristine and perfect, and they are pretty. If you'd like, I could put them in little cases for you, little plastic cases, kind of like this one right here. See this little case? If you like, I could do that, but I'm guessing the winner might want to leave it in plastic, but that'll be their prerogative. I'm going to say Tiger at 53.
54.
Oh, Wyatt responded and said, hold on, Tiger. Grabbed him by the tail and said, I'm in the lead, buddy. And if you're new here, yeah, you're gonna have to put up with my little comments and jokes. These are Cranky. Those are 1 ounce bars. 1 ounce bars, my friend. Old, vintage, and pristine. Chris with the K says cut. But that's going to be Tiger's prerogative if he winds up winning this. He's at 55, and the jury is out. Some people like to do this just for the pleasure of seeing me cut, and to everyone else's chagrin. And other people say, nope, I'm going to preserve history right the way it is, and I'm not going to cut. But either way, it'll be the winner's prerogative. It's up to them. And right now, I think that's Tiger, if I'm looking at this correctly.
Yes.
And yeah, there's the cut crew and there's the no cut crew. And yeah, Tiger is a heavy hitter here. That is for sure. And let's see, going once, going twice. Mrs. T, do you see anything north of 55?
No.
Alrighty, I'm putting sold and Tiger. Big question: 1, 2, 3, or 4? And then the follow-up question: do you want me to put them in little cases or leave them as is? Tiger, it's up to you. And Thule is also one of the heavy hitters around here. She's not only the moderator that helps Mark. SGT in the house. And SGT is another great channel, guys. I say after this, go check him out. And he's local and he's cool. And I have a feeling he and I are going to be doing some collaborations, and I'm sure hanging out sometime in the not too distant future. And Tiger's asking Thule if she wants one. But they're his to have. Tiger, just let me know. First of all, Tiger, are you taking all 4? And then let me know what you want me to do with all 4. And I don't think Tiger, under normal circumstances, Roman Empire, $2 donation there. Thank you, Roman Empire. And I'm looking forward to using your bait that you've sent me. I should make a video out of that one, hopefully after reeling in some nice bass. I'm in a bass fishing contest in a few weeks or so, a couple weeks. All right, Tiger, what are you going to do, my man? And as you are waiting, let me know. I assume you're going to take all 4, but I don't know which direction they're going to go.
Fancy Nancy says,
Fancy Nancy is saying, hurry up, Tiger. And that's for you, my friend. Let's see. Tiger, all right, he's waiting to hear from Thule if she wants one. Let's go on to the next auction. Well, Tiger sorts that out. And all right, these are the last of their kind. And yep, Thule got caught off guard. I've got scissors ready for this one too, but there's only 2 of them. Let me get another little stand here, and let's see what the winner decides on this. And maybe while Tiger's distracted, somebody could sneak in the last 2 little lollipop Englehards. The last 2 I have. We've had our laughs, we've had our good times, we've had our run, we've had our strings of 10. Now we're down to the last little 2. Start me off at whatever you want to start it off. I know they're going to go pretty well because $35 works for me. These aren't going to go for 35. I can tell you that because, all right. Thanks, Tiger. Tiger does confirm that he takes all 4.
Okay.
The only question mark is if Thule wants one. And Revolution gives us $1.99 a super chat for our little coffee or scissors, whatever. Thank you. And Wyatt Smart is at 50.
What year?
I'm sorry, guys. The year is 19. Ooh, we have 2 different ones. All right, here, let me show you. Good catch. This one here, 1982. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's the first year these came out. Is that right, guys? You've got the big E, the original logo with the little bull right there. And the E is like slightly frosted, kind of, maybe. And then this one right here, 1984. Oh, that was a good year. That was a Little League Baseball All-Star. Ooh, and this one is the Eagle. So you've got the choice between the Big E or the Eagle on these, and it's the winner's prerogative, or the winner could just say, you know what, just give me both, and that's call it a day. All right, there we go. Where are we? And the price that we're bidding is each. Jim, I'm sorry, the bid increments are $1 for anything under $100 and $5 for anything over $100. I've got it. Hopefully you could see it on the left-hand side of the screen there. Bid increments, so no 50 cents. Sorry about that. There you go. If any of you need to get a hold of me, my email is over here, tthesilverstacker@gmail.com. And there we go. Jim is at 54.
And Tigers is only 2. Yes.
And let's see.
Only 2 left.
Yeah, these are the only 2. I'm looking at the table. That's it, right, Mrs. T?
Yes.
No, wait a minute. We've got a couple more. These are the only 2 left in the candy wrapper. Only 2 left in the candy wrapper. And I'm looking at Tiger at 55. And he could take either one of those. 55 to Tiger. Jim's at 56. And Jim, welcome. Glad you're here. Jim, yeah, you're in the thick of a good auction here. 55, 56 to Jim. Tiger, you're out. And Cranky is at 60. One of the things about these is you don't see them in the little plastic wrapper like this anymore. Good luck finding them like this. I'm sure most of them were taken out in the 1980s. Every once in a while, you'll get lucky, but I got lucky to get these. I have no guarantees that I'll ever get any more in the rest of my life. So we'll see. We'll see.
It says 1 bird and 1 E.
Yeah, there's 1 big E and then 1 eagle right there. Let me zoom in a little bit so you guys can see a little bit better.
Jim is at 62.
There you go. You got the E and you got the eagle. All right, I'm looking at Tiger at 63. And I'm going to say, Jim, you're out, but I know you're. Oh, Jim is not backing down, Tiger. And let's see if the Tiger pounces back or Jim winds up with them. I think the highest these have gone for is in the 80s, right, Mrs. T? That one time those auctioned off.
Yes.
I think Eric with a K.
Oh, yeah.
Wound up with some for $86 or something like that. All right. I'm going to say going one time to Tiger Stacker at 66. And I'm going 2 times to Tiger at 66. Jim, thank you for your bidding, my friend. And I am going, unless there's a sneaky sniper, here we go. Going once, going twice. Wouldn't that be funny if Jim jumped in? So you can have a Tiger and jump in. No. He's a gentleman. He is a gentleman. And Tiger, sir, your prerogative, 1 or both of the last 2 candy wrapper, lollipop. And Tiger says both, please. You got a Tiger? All right, now the American Silver Eagles. They have been up and down, and you've seen, you know, there's so many of us that love American Silver Eagles. And the problem with the ASEs these days is these insane premiums. This ASE happens to be 1988. There she is, pristine. I'm no coin grader, but I will say that this would be suitable for grading. If I bought it and I was going to keep it, it might be something you consider for grading. It's pristine. It's from the mint, just like this. It comes with the little certificate of Authenticity from 1988. There you go. These were relatively new back then. They came out in 86. And I want to explain something to you that some of you might not be that familiar with ASCs and understand that back in the 80s when these first came out, these had like a shinier look to them than we currently enjoy. Now they have like, I wouldn't say brush, but a little bit more of a matte. They were super shiny back in the late 80s in 1988. Start me off at $20 and let's see where the heck this one goes. Oh, Jay Swartwood is at 60. It's got a nice velvet box, certificate of authenticity, and you've got a pristine ASE for your collection. This is a nice collection piece, guys. I'm looking at Jay Swartwood at $60. And when you consider that ASEs nowadays are what, like in the 40s? That I think is pretty darn good. And Mrs. T, we're over 90 watchers here. Welcome everybody. Snoopy's back and in the lead. $61. Yeah, that is a deal for old stock like this. This came in a collection that I purchased, and this is one of the last things I have out of that collection. I've been kind of saving this one because it's a beauty. And the old timer who had this, he might have purchased it from the mint directly back in 1988. I have Burgon at 62. And we've got some new folks who know what they're looking at showing up to bid on this backdate pristine. This isn't your, box of Eagles on the counter at your local coin shop. This is pristine. Jim's at 65. As I take a sip. And we've got a really, really good auction here. Several people are in the 60s on this one. Only question is who is going to wind up with this for their collection. I don't know if any of you do grading, but if you do, this would be one for them. All right, I'm going one time. And Gold and Silver Junkie, welcome. Glad you're here. You missed a couple good items, but have no fear. We're only about a third of the way done, and we've got a lot of good stuff here. And next goal, 100 subs, Supreme Ginger. Oh, that would be awesome. I was happy just to hit 20 not too long ago. And so in case you're new here, shipping is $5. But if you become a channel member at level 2, 3, or 4, it is free. That's my way of saying thank you and encouraging that channel membership. I'm looking at Snoopy at 66. Thanks to Thule. Thank you, Thule. Oops. Boy, I don't want my little skull to fall there. And let's see. Snoopy at 66.
Patrick at 66.
Let's see. Patrick. Sorry, you're out. Snoopy beat you to the $66 level. And so, Patrick, thanks for your bid, but you are out. Got a lot of interest in this one, Mrs. T. I actually think it's still going in the bargain range. I was kind of thinking like 80s for this one, but I'm not going to slow everybody down. I'm going to say going one time. What's that? Oh, 1988. One of the early ones. And it's got that extra shine factor to it that makes it look really, really pretty. And I'm going to say going 2 times. And unknown, no Star Wars today. Sorry, buddy. No Star Wars.
68, Jim.
And Jim is at 68. Okay, we'll start the process over and let Snoopy and the others know that you're out. Jim is currently in the lead at $68 on the beautiful, pristine ASE, that heraldic eagle on the reverse that we don't have anymore. I personally love ASEs and kind of wish that we would change up the reverse every couple, 2-3 years or so, just for some variety. But that's not up to me. That's up to the U.S. Mint. I'm going to say going one time and see if anybody else decides they want to surpass Jim in the bidding. And then I'm going to say going 2 times and then give a little bit of pause and ask Mrs. T if she sees any bids coming in. 68 is a good price. Going once, going twice. Mrs. T? Sold. Nice purchase. Very nice purchase. And congratulations on that. All right. We're going to go on to the next item. And here we go. This comes in a little felt package there, a little bag there, a little felt bag. Let me zoom out just a little bit. This is made by my own hand last night. It's a little mold that I had commissioned, and don't ask how much it costs to get a mold made, because trust me when I tell you it's not cheap. It's got my T logo. It's got the little YouTube symbol. It has a 20 on it. That's the year I started. And I like these. I was so pleased with the way this came out. This is number 2. It's 1.9 ounce, 0.999 fine silver, number 2. So I'm keeping the prototype, the first one. Beautiful finish on the back. I was so pleased when this one came out, just the way it did. And so for a couple of ounces of silver, with my logo and in support, and this is historic here, I don't know, $50? What do you guys value it at? Let's start at 50.
It's already at 115.
Whoa!
Jay Swart.
That is a huge honor. I'm looking at 115. Jay Swartwood, thank you, Jay. Really appreciate it. It'll come with a certificate of authenticity. And let me show you what that looks like. Mrs. T's favorite part is the fact that I included hand poured in the USA at the bottom there. And boy, it's nice to know that people appreciate my stuff. So yeah, I was really pleased. I went to bed last night with a smile on my face, knowing that these pours came out as well as they did. And I got up like at 6 this morning and stamped them. And there you go. There you go. I'm going to say going 1 time. And who was that?
That was Jay.
That was Jay. Wow. Thank you, Jay. And that's a heck of a bid. And I really appreciate it. A little bit of tea history there for number 2. And speaking of 2 times to Jay. Going once, going twice, and sold. All right. Jay Swartwood.
115. Tuli was at 110.
Okay.
Wait, no, it's not at Jay. She said.
What's
the price? So Jay Swartwood was at.
Let's see. Let's go back up. I see Jay Swartwood 115 on my screen.
Yeah.
Am I looking at this wrong?
No, I was too. Ask Jay if that's what he put in, because Tuli was 110 after that.
Okay. Let's see. I don't know. I see Jay Swartwood at 115. And yeah, that was.
Yeah, ask Jay to confirm, but yeah, I have him too.
And I see Yagi, but he's after the sold. Thank you, Yagi. Sorry. There will be another one for you to bid on. Yeah. But I'm looking at Jay Swartwood at 115, unless. And I know Tuli wanted one, but she. Yeah, there'll be another one.
And Yagi wants it out as fast.
Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Let's see what's next. Here we go. Oh boy, I know you guys love these. And we're coming down to the end of these as well. Boom. Engelhard, 1 troy ounce, fine silver in a little case. Engelhard, boom. Who does not love Engelhard? And let's see. I don't know. Just start wherever you want. Start at $1. Engelhard, beautiful bar there with a serial number. It is a PS something, too small to read from here. but you've got your Engelhard bar, and I've got Da Vinci custom guitars at 45. Yep, you could walk into a lot of coin shops and not see these laying around anymore. All right. And by the way, after this, it is time for one other thing, and then we have a giveaway, another giveaway. I'm looking at Robert at $50 on the Engelhard. Robert at 50 bucks on the Engelhard. Is that true? That's what Unknown is saying. Let's see. Where is Robert at 50? There he is, towards the top there. And yeah, Robert at 50. Yeah, Robert dropped the hammer. Robert, good bid. Let's see. Oh, Chris with a K at 51. Robert fires back at 52. We've got some interest in the 50s. Jay Swartwood wants that Engelhard. And like I said, we're coming down to the end of those in the stack that I had. Chris with a K is at 53. And Thule confirms that. Thank you. Robert Johnson's at 55. We got ourselves a good auction here. And some bidders that are going after each other on this 1 ounce Engelhard. There you go. Boom. Chris with a K at 56, going back and forth. I love it. And let's see where we land. Does RH ever chat or only do answers for giveaway? You know what? He is the king of the giveaways, but he also buys stuff too. He definitely has bought stuff. I'm looking at Chris with a K. Aztec Gold is here. Welcome, Aztec Gold. I like your name a lot. I saw some Aztec Gold at the Field Museum and only a couple of weeks ago. I even made a video about it. And man, amazing metalwork back in those days. I'm going to go one time.
We said that already, just thinking about the next couple.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm going to go 2 times. And we at Chris with a K is in the lead. Is that true?
Yes.
I'm going 2 times. And we'll see who winds up with it. Going once. Going twice.
Robert Johnson came in at 57 right before the sold.
All right, let me see here. Let me put my do not disturb on my phone. I looked away for a second.
Robert Johnson.
Ooh, I see Robert with the snipe.
Yeah.
He is right before the sold sign. Robert might be an old guy with grandkids, but he's quick with the finger there. Good job, Robert. And sorry, Chris with a K, you're just a little bit late. Robert with the snipe. And Robert, the only question is, how many do you want? Because I've got 5. So your choice. I've got 5 there. And here they are. This one's got a little tone on the top. This one, it looks pretty pristine. This one, pretty pristine. And yeah, they come in these nice little cases. There you go. So Robert, just let me know. Robert takes 2. All right, Robert takes 2. Guys, who is the backup bidder? And maybe that backup bidder, so whoever was before the sold sign. So as I scroll up, I see Robert at 57. And then prior to that, it was, let's see, Chris at 56 was the next highest bidder. So Chris with a K at $57. Would you like 1, 2, or 3? Your prerogative, and then we'll see who else. And well, Tiger, you're not up yet. It's Chris with a K had the next highest bid at 56 is what I saw. And Thule, you can back me up on that one. Chris, let me know how many. If Chris, if you're still here, or he got so ticked off at that snipe, he took off and is venting right now. Chris with a K says, I'll take all 3. And that's what happens when you bid. Even if you get outbid, if you come in with a strong bid, you might wind up with the item anyway. That's how auctions go. And Robert, thank you for being generous to Chris and the others. Chris, you take the final 3. And we've got a trivia question. And by the way, let me put that's for Robert and Chris. All right, little 40%er giveaway. And not only that, the pride of knowing that you beat RH. If you beat RH, you will have, we should make a medal just for that. Just for that. You know what? Here we go. Are you ready? RH, go take a walk. What state is Cowlitz Coin Shop in? And if you watched my last video, you should know the answer to this one. What state is Cowlitz Coin Shop in? And let's see. No, it's not in Indiana. We'll see. I see Michigan, Indiana. Cowlitz Coin is where I purchased that beautiful Libertad from the dudes from Cowlitz, not in the state of confusion, although some may argue that. And not in Missouri, not in Utah. Let's see. Let me see here. I see a lot of great states rolling in. Oh, let's see. Mike Schleiss. Mike Schleiss, congratulations. You beat RH, unless that is a name that RH just made up. I don't know, Mike, are you a real person? Mike, congratulations. And you win a little 40%er. And I'll be happy to toss that in the mail. And most importantly, you have the satisfaction of being a giveaway winner. Did RH even participate? Man, I guess he's being very generous today and letting someone else win. And so congratulations to that winner right there. Okay, someone else asked, are there going to be more Englehards? And Mrs. T, look at the table there. I think these are the last two. And man, are they really in good shape. They're both 1982. This one is the Big E. This one is the Big E. And man, they are in perfect condition. I don't know. Some people talk about like getting rounds graded. I don't know. I've never done anything like that. But if you were, this would be like that kind of caliber. Start it up at $1 and see where it goes. Oh, unknown's at 45. Robert, enjoy church. We went at 4:30 last night. Matter of fact, I had to leave my buddy SGT Stacker's live stream in order to make it to the pew on time. But you enjoy church, my friend. And I'm looking at, let's see, Wyatt 47. Fast Cars at 50. Cranky at 50. Snoopy at 52. Lots of different names here. And since I see so many different names, and assuming some of them may be new, let me tell you again, I'm sorry if you've heard this 1,000 times. Shipping is $5, but it's free if you're a channel member at level 2, 3, or 4, and you can even join after the auction if you'd like. And I've got that link pinned. I'm looking at Tiger at 50. Fast Cars at 60, according to Thule.
61.
Yeah, those are gorgeous. Really are gorgeous.
Jim at 65.
They don't make these anymore. Tiger, Snoopy's at 66. A lot of interest. And again, these are the last two. And I'm looking at several people outbid by Snoopy. According to Thule, she verifies that. And we'll see if those other people, Fast Cars is at 68. And welcome, Fast Cars. I don't recognize your name. Cranky puts in a bid of 70. And by the way, you're bidding, just to clarify, and I think everybody knows this, but in case somebody doesn't understand this, you're bidding on one of these. You're bidding on just one, and then you'll have the option of either taking one or both. So if you didn't understand that to begin with, that's the rule. And so Tiger's at 76. I know he understood that. And this is, yeah, two per Engelhard. Thanks, Tuli. And let me put that on that side, and I'll put the Big E. Absolutely pristine. I was thinking about upgrading to HD 1080 on my StreamYard. That costs an extra $25 a month. I'm not sure. I hope you guys can see well enough. I'm looking at Snoopy at 77.
Jim at 77.
Okay.
He's first.
Jim was at first at 77. Okay. Central Michigan is another one of my moderators. Thank you, Central Michigan, for verifying. Yeah, they do look proof. They definitely look proofy. And Snoopy's at 78. Snoopy's not backing down. And, you know, Tiger might have his bite, but Snoopy's got a little bite too. That's for sure. And Tiger's saying, go Snoopy. So Snoopy is at 78. And we'll see. Oh, Jim says, not yet, Snoopy. Jim's at 79. And we'll see. We'll see. These have gone as high as like $86 before. We'll see where they end up here. And just to kind of speed things up a little bit, I'm going to say going one time. And to Jim at $79. Snoopy, will you go 80? And fast cars, I agree. You know, the world over, it doesn't get any better than Engelhard. And I mean, that's one of the reasons that little guy right there has been copied so many times. Snoopy says yes to 80, Mrs. T. Yeah. Snoopy says yes to 80.
Jim, 82.
And Jim does not hesitate. Hang on, Snoopy. Hang on. Oh boy, we got a battle here. This is fun. Central Michigan, I am going to be looking into that and going to a CPA sometime very, very soon, within the next week or so. And by the way, I will reveal, I created a website. It's not published yet, but you guys will see it probably within the next 2 weeks or so. I would say it's about 70% of the way done. And there we go. As Mrs. T is getting nervous here with all you guys talking about the 3-letter organization that likes to ruin people's lives. I'm going to say going 2 times to Snoopy. Oh, no, wait a minute. It's not. Snoopy's at 83. She had to outbid Jim at 82. Okay, here we are. Woo! You guys have me all shook up, man. Like I'm ready to loosen my collar here because talking about that 3-letter word. I'm looking at Snoopy at 83. And, you know, she's taking down this auction like she's taking down the Red Baron. And I'm going to say Snoopy going 1 time. And Snoopy going 2 times. Thanks, Robin. And let's see, Mrs. T, before I put in the S word here, do you see any bids there? Going once, going twice, going to Snoopy. No worries, Roman, no worries. Let's see. Snoopy is not messing around. That is correct. Let's see. I don't remember what it was, but Snoopy, the question is, do you want one or both? As I ignore Tiger Stacker's inappropriate question, he already knows that is a question that triggers me, and he's still asking this question. Tiger Stacker, man, I thought we were buddies. Trying to steal my 2-ounce Libertads, Mrs. T. What a man. Fast Cars, I'm glad you're here too, my friend. We have a lot of fun here. Every Saturday or Sunday, we do an auction like this. Every Saturday or Sunday, I do a video premiere. We all get together. We chat through the premiere. We have a lot of fun. And so Snoopy says both. Okay. Boom, Snoopy. All right. Let me get my composure here. You got one guy talking about 3-letter organizations. I got another guy trying to steal my 2-ounce Libertads. Whew. All right. All right. This is something. I know Thule likes these little things. This is a T button. They came out really, really well. The little pour lines came out just perfect that I can stamp my little T logo in there. And we have fun here, Nancy. I stamped my little T logo right amongst the little pour lines, and it looks like it's a natural part of this one. I purposely didn't center it because that's where the pour lines landed. And this was perfect too. It's like 1.0 something ounces, 1 ounce, number 10, double digits, first time touching double digits. Start me at $1 and we'll see where this little guy goes. And again, it goes with a certificate of authenticity, made in America by my very own hand. And there you go.
40.
We're at $40 to unknown on the little T button, and Cranky's at 50. Cranky's at 50. And by the way, in case you're wondering, this is the only one of the auction. This is the only one of the auction. Lee Coins, hi Lee, is at 55, and that looks like a beautiful husky on your thumbnail or your little logo there that I could kind of barely see, but see that unmistakable little face there. Lee Coins is at 55 on the T button.
Actually, 65.
Whoa, Lee is at 65. Thank you, Lee. And Joe Mama says, wow. And by the way, this is for Snoopy. If I might have forgotten earlier. Yeah, Lee, when you're a silver pour artist, as I'm a kind of a wannabe and getting to know the craft, sometimes things are a wreck. And there were 2 of them last night that I just threw right back in the furnace and remelted. This one, just by a stroke of luck or the good Lord or what have you, I mean, it came out perfect with those pour lines to put my little logo right in there. And so, Lee, you're in the lead, and I'm going to say, going one time. Yoke fan, welcome. Good morning. Glad you're here. We have over 90 people here. And Roman,
at 70.
Cranky's at 70. Lee, you're out. Roman, I was really inspired by my man AJ or Arthur Bain when I talked to him for the second time last weekend. I had talked to him several months ago in person, and he's like, don't worry, man, you'll get there. Keep trying. And I can't tell you how inspiring that really was. And, you know, that's the cool thing about our community. People encourage one another. Some of you may know some of the other silver pour artists in the community. Silver Dragons is one of them who encouraged me. And Backyard Bullion and not only encouraged me, but gave me a lot of really good advice. And Roman, it's nice to know that you inspire me, or that I inspired you, and that it works well together. We all support one another. And I was just about to hit sold, and Lee Coins comes in at a $75 bid on the pretty little T button that will go with a certificate of authenticity. So let me start that whole process over and see where the bidding lands. Going one time. And as I take Tiger, are you okay there?
The Silver Sphincter says we're supposed to either be hung over a church.
Yeah. I went to church yesterday, and did we even have an adult beverage yesterday? I don't remember. I was so tired last night.
Yeah.
I fell asleep. What were we even watching? We were watching something on, a beef on Netflix, and we both fell asleep. And going once, going twice. Sold to Lee Coins. Thank you, Lee Coins. Really appreciate your support there. That will go in the little black satchel. And let's see. Ooh, guys, it just keeps getting better and better. And I think you're going to like the next items. And there's 2 of them. And here we go. And they are back date 2015, 2016.
Oh boy.
Boom. 2015, 2016. And oh, by the way, that's a sticker that I took off there. 2015, 2016, winner's choice. You could take the 2015, you could take the 2016, or you could take both. Your choice. Start the bid at $1 and let's go, baby. Start the bid at $1 and let's go. And yeah, that's what I figured. It's like I don't even need to put out like auction numbers. This is an educated community. By the way, this is for Lee. This is an educated community knowing, like, hey, if you're putting a Libertad collection together, good luck finding a 2015 or 2016 in your in a local coin shop, because around the year late 2020, early 2021, it seems like the entire globe discovered how awesome Libertads are, and everybody started collecting them. And now here we are today, where a fair price is probably 55 or 60 or maybe even more for a back date, because as people are trying to put date collections together, just like I did, which I have every single one of them up until now, with the exception of the 07. I am one 07 away from completing that whole thing. I bought mine when they were a lot cheaper, but then the world discovered them. So there you go. We're at Cranky at 65, going one time. And we'll see if Cranky can hold on. Go ahead 2 times. I like that name. It's nice to know that the Cranky Stacker is self-aware enough to give them themselves the name, the Cranky Stacker. Better than the Stanky Stacker. Okay, going once to Cranky, going twice. It is
Okay. Lee is 70.
What? Oh, I just hit sold.
No, but no, Lee got it before.
And Lee got it at 70. Woo-wee! Lee at 70, right before 70. Let's see. Peter said, what happened in 07? Just a tough date to find. It's not even, I don't know. I just can't find it anywhere. Oh, man. Lee with the heck of a snipe there. Lee with a heck of a snipe. And Cranky, I'm sorry you got bit by that Siberian Husky there.
Killing me.
Sorry, Cranky. And with the little cranky face, too. I love it. All right. Lee, do you want the 15? Do you want the 16? Or do you want both? And it's your prerogative. Your prerogative to take one or the other or both. As I close the blind just a little bit. There we go. And let's see. What do you want, Lee? Just let us know. 1 or 2. And let us know. Lee? Does anybody see Lee's response? That was a heck of a snipe. That was a snipe of the day. And does anybody see Lee's decision? Lee, I'll give Cranky a chance at the other. Which one did you want, Lee? And oh, that was really nice of you. Just let me know which one Lee wants, and then Cranky, do you want the other? Which one, Lee? 2015 or 2016? Your choice. And as Lee is deciding, I assume Cranky will take the other. We'll look and see.
Lee wants 2015.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Okay.
And let's see. I better put 3 little stands here. And this is going to be.
So then she wants, this is 2015?
Okay, so Lee wants 2015.
Got it. And then Cranky wants.
And I assume Cranky says yes?
Yep.
Okay. Now we've talked a lot. And by the way, this is for Lee. And this is for our Cranky friend.
Okay.
Anyone familiar with a silver pour artist that calls themselves Nug Life? I assume they're from New Orleans because they have the fleur de lis, which is the crest of New Orleans, and but not positive. I can't really verify that. 12 grams of beautiful silver in a unique little shape. And I say unique because there's another one and there's another one. They all look slightly different, but they're 12 grams. And so I'm going to say the winner can take 1, 2, or 3, and we'll see where they go on the Nug Life pours. Start me off at $1. And if you appreciate silver pours, here's another offering for you. These are the only Nug Life that I have.
22.
But you're not taking all 3, you're taking just one. Just understand that. And then you can choose. Do I want 1, 2, or 3 of these neat little Nug Life? And I actually saved one of these for myself because I don't have a Nug Life, and I just love collecting these things, and it's just kind of a thing. I like adding them to my collection. I saved one. You guys can have at it for the other 3. I'm looking at Cranky at 25, and it'll be Cranky's prerogative as to whether or not he takes 1, 2, or 3. And we won't spend too much time on these. And 12 grams going once. And Nug Life. Have you guys heard of Nug Life? I've heard of Thug Life, but not Nug Life. I had a video not long ago where I saw a lot of Thug Life, of a bunch of teenagers jumping on cars and stuff like that. But this is Nug Life. And
Cranky at 25.
All right, Cranky at 25, going once, going twice. And there we go. Cranky, do you want 1, 2, or 3 at 25? And oops, where is my, there we go. I accidentally clicked out of my chat there. Let's see, who else? Unknown was also in the mix. Let's see. Cranky just let me know. I've heard of Pug Life. Yeah. Let's see. Where are we at? Tiger and Unknown. Ooh, those 2 guys tried to snipe. How do you like that? But they were after the sold. They were both thinking the exact same thing. And Cranky says 1. He wants right front, please. Boom. Okay, that is a Cranky friend. And then Tiger would be next, and then Unknown. Tiger, do you want 1 or do you want both? And being nice to Unknown and give him a chance, but it's your prerogative. You're the one that I see on my screen just above Unknown. So Tiger, do you want 1 or 2? Tiger wants 1. I knew he'd be nice. And Unknown, do you want the 3rd one? I assume the answer is yes, because you were at 26. And matter of fact, these are for 25, wasn't it? You get it less than your bid. Unknown, I assume, will say yes. Okay, yes. Boom. Okay. All right, we're having a good auction today, Mrs. T.
Yes, we are.
And we're somewhere near the halfway mark. Sometimes when we finish, I'm like, man, I wish I could have kept going and going. But here we go. All right. Diamonds are forever. We can have a talk about James Bond, old Bond or new Bond. Who was the best James Bond? I'll reveal my response in just a little while as you guys start me off at $1 on the James Bond 999949 fine silver. You got the 07, the 007 logo there from the Royal Mint itself. And then you've got the beautiful Diamonds Are Forever. Very pretty. Let's see if we get that lighting right and we get the camera right as that skull spins around in the background. So old Bond, new Bond, Roger Moore
We have
was
This
supposed to
Fast
be the
Cars.
first James Bond.
45.
Oh, sorry, I'm Fast Cars at 45. Okay, thank you. And thank you, Julie, for the confirmation. 45 on the James Bond. Diamonds Are Forever. And we'll see where they go. Pierce
Everybody's-
Bronson was cool.
Yeah, everybody's giving their 007.
Mm-hmm. And the new guy's not bad. Although I don't even know if I know who the newest new one is. What are some of the names? Sean Connery is the only Bond. I'll get to that in a little bit. Let's see. But I'm going to say going one time to Fast Cars. Daniel Craig. Yeah, that's his name. Thank you. I thought he was pretty good. He had kind of the look and the demeanor. George Lazenby? I don't know who that is. Is that the newest? And
Okay, so we have Fast Cars at 45.
all right, Fast Cars at 45. I'm going to say going once, going twice. Fast Cars, fast bid. Got it. Okay. Fast Cars. Just so you know, I have two more, and those are the last two, the only other two. Do you want 1, 2, or 3? And oh, Tiger, you were just south of the. They went for 45, so we'll see if Fast Cars wants 1, 2, or 3. Fast Cars, we'll wait for your response. As I let everybody know, Sean Connery was my favorite
He just wants one.
Bond. Fast Cars gets 1. Tiger, the other 2, 1, 2, or 3. And Sean Connery, in my opinion, also had the prettiest lady. Sorry, Mrs. T, on those movies, and very. I mean, I'll tell you what. Well, I better not get myself in trouble. Anyway, this is for Fast Cars as I get myself out of this one. And Tiger, do you want 1 or 2? And just let us know, Tiger.
Welch's laughing.
That cough is getting pretty bad.
You just saved yourself.
Let me take a drink here. All right, I better move the scissors away from Mrs. T and wait for Tiger. Tiger, just let us know 1 or 2, and we'll go from there. Oh boy. And by the way, there's one more. Tiger might be getting those ribs attended to right now. I'm not sure. Tiger
2.
takes 2. Okay, thank you, Tiger. All right. Now on to something totally different. And oh boy, here we go. Here we go. I should pull back the Space Odyssey music for this. Let me put this here. This goes there. There you go. And let me stop this little machina here and pull that. All right, guys, I'll tell you what. I got into silver pouring. A big part of that decision was this dude right here, AJ Bain, Arthur, and he makes some absolutely incredible stuff. And here is a T-Rex skull. And as far as anatomically correct, this thing is just amazing. I just saw Sue at the Field Museum. And I mean, I don't know where he got his inspiration, his mold, however he did it. But I mean, even the teeth on this thing are sharp. And I got one for my personal collection. And I thought I'd offer you guys one. And let's see, TNT is starting at $100. I'm okay with that. Let's see where she goes. If it goes for high, maybe we'll do more Arthur, AJ Bain stuff. But if you get it at $100, I mean, that would be an absolute steal.
105.
I want to say they go for somewhere in the neighborhood like 160 or 180 when he sells them at shows. And when Mrs. T can verify this, when we walked around the show out in Schaumburg, there were all kinds of other dealers, coin dealers from all over the country saying, oh man, I got to get something like this. He did dinosaurs, he did butterflies, he did all kinds of cool stuff. And they were all buying them to take back to their shops around the country. It is 1.79 ounces of 999 fine silver. But in my opinion, that number is kind of irrelevant because what you're buying is the beautiful artwork. And by the way, this is for Tiger. So I'm looking at Revolution at 115. This is a showpiece that you could say, you know, a few years from now, as this guy continues to blow up, you could say you have a piece of his artwork. I don't know if you consider art like an investment or you just love it for the beauty, but there you go. I'm looking at Revolution at 115, and Revolution, that is a steal. They were selling for way north of that at the show, but the auction's the auction, and you guys come, and some of you wind up with insane deals. And thank you, Mrs. T. What's the word on the skull? Tiger referring to this one? There you go. I'm looking at Doug and RH. I told you, I think he was just being nice earlier. He wasn't bidding. I bet you, RH, just for the heck of it, let me know. Did you know the answer to that question earlier and simply refrain from answering? And or did you get stumped on that one? RH is at 130. Doug, you're out. Revolution, you're out. And even 130, I think, is a heck of a bargain for such a beautiful piece of artwork. As I mentioned, I put one in my own personal collection. All right, we got ourselves an auction now. Several interested parties. I'm looking at Tiger at 135 for the RH is at 150 for the beautiful skull artwork. And I'm looking at RH at 150. And I'll tell you what, when I contact Arthur, he is going to be very pleased that people in my audience dig his stuff. Tiger's at 155. RH, you're out. Thank you for your bidding. And 160 is the number. And thanks for remembering to go by $5 increments, guys. Much appreciated. We have over 80 people, 80 sets of eyeballs on this, and it is beauty. And just for the sake of moving the auction along, I'm going to say going one time. And so if you want to bid, now is the time. Now is the time. It is a beautiful piece. RH is at 160. RH is not going to back down. It's I might leave that on my table just to kind of show off when I do my videos. I like it that much. I like it that much. And I'm going to say RH going one time and see if Tiger or anyone else has a response. And then I'm going to say going two times on that beautiful piece from my new buddy, Arthur. He kind of remembered me from the A&A convention. Yeah, it's a deal and a steal all rolled into one. But hey, that's the beauty of an auction. You come, you bid, and sometimes you wind up with stuff, and sometimes you got to outbid, and sometimes you get some insane bargains. They definitely go higher on eBay. All right, Mrs. C, are you seeing anything on your end?
No, RH.
And RH at 160, going once, going twice, and anything? I'm saying sold to RH. And Tiger, thank you for your bidding. RH, you got a beautiful piece there, man. Beautiful, beautiful piece there. And congrats on that one.
Yeah,
that was a beauty. All right. Whew. Wasn't sure where that one would land. But the auction must go on. And here we go. Oh boy. You guys ready for this one? Any Libertad lovers out there? There we go. I'm opening this one for the first time. I haven't really seen this one. 1986, Plata Pura. And oh my goodness, this one is pristine. Proof Libertad. There's your obverse. There's your reverse. 1 ounce, 1986 Mexican silver Libertad. You've got the proof there. And if you wind up with this one, that'll be the proof that you are a true Libertad lover. The Angel of Independence
95
is looking gorgeous there.
110.
I don't know if any of you guys have a subscription to one of the grading services, but I would again, I'm not a coin grader, but I think this one would definitely warrant your consideration for grading because she is a beauty. The Libertad here is 1 ounce. 1 ounce Plata Pura, and good luck finding these for these kind of low prices. I've got Central Michigan is a lover of Mexican coinage. He's at 110 because he knows what he's looking at there. He knows what he's looking at there. And I'm going to say Central. I'm going one time. I'm going to start counting this down and see if you hold on at 110 or if it goes north of there and you have to keep bidding to win this one. I say you got a heck of a bargain there at 110. And Star Stacker, hi there. Welcome. 1986 Proof Libertad. Star Stacker says hi and then bids 115. Central, you are out. Star Stacker is in the lead here. And welcome, Star Stacker. Matthew is at 120. When was the design change? Oh, from the old school Libertad, they basically went bigger and then again continued with just the one single eagle and snake and crest on the logo. And then eventually sometime in the late 90s, maybe 98, 99 or 2000, they went to the logos all the way around, or the crest all the way around. All right, I'm looking at Star at 125 and going one time. So I did a video on 1, 2, 3, and 4, the various years that the changes were made, going from the smaller to the bigger, going from the one crest or coat of arms to the multiple. Gosh, I don't have them all memorized. I'd have to go back and refer to that video. But I'm looking at Star Stacker at 125.
Central 130.
And Central's not letting it go, baby. Central Michigan wants that Libertad to go from Mexico City, the center of Mexico, to Central Michigan, the center of the great state of Michigan, which Mrs. T and I will be traveling up that way sometime this summer for sure. We love the state of Michigan. Central Michigan going one time, and Central Michigan going 2 times. Let's see if Star responds. And Peter, I was thinking about recycling some of those old videos because some of them are what basically put me on the map and established me as the Libertad guy, or at least one of them, on YouTube. Going once, going twice. Oh, Star in the nick of time is at 135 as my index finger was quivering above the enter button. And Central, you're out now. Star is not backing down. And I'm going to say Star going one time. And then Star going 2 times. And then here comes that quivering index finger. First I have to type out the word not sold. And Central, you're out. Going once, going twice. Mrs. T, do you see anything?
No, star 135. Yep. Okay.
Sold at 135. Star Stacker, newbie on the scene here. And sorry, Central. And you know what? And that's the thing about our auctions, Mrs. T. We've got some good-natured folks around here. Central says, hey, congrats, you got it. And that's what it's all about, being part of a nice community. And this is a nice Libertad right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys. The first one you guys liked. Let's see if you like this one here. This is number 3. The difference is this one has got some really nice pour lines. It's also a little bit smaller, but it's got some gorgeous little pour lines. And it's number 3. The prototype was 1. 2 already went today.
Yeah.
This is the first one with some pour lines to it. And let's put this baby right here. This is my little T logo silver pour. I don't know. Thule starts it at 100. Thule is looking at history here saying this is the first opportunity. I haven't even made a video on these.
Yeah.
I have not. And usually I like to kind of make videos, show the making of, that kind of thing. And in this case, I didn't even have that opportunity because these are fresh out of the furnace last night. There we go. And let's see. A little bit. Oh, there's the focus. And Thule is off the clock. She's bidding. Thank you, Thule. And let's see. The last one went for 115. Thule's got it at 100. Chris is trying to jump the gun here. And we'll see. Will Thule take it? And everybody's cheering her on. I'm going to say going 1 time to Thule. Going 2 times to Thule. And see where she goes. This one has some nice little pour lines on the back. Going once. Going twice. So Thule's back on the clock. And I'm saying sold. You got that low number and some pour lines. And congrats, Thule. Happy for you. And let's go back to a little smaller item. We've had some big items lately. How about a nice little vintage silver? This is, it says, there's the focus, International Trade Unit. It's got the Liberty Bell. It's got an eagle. It's got 2 flags on either side. It is 1 ounce of 1 troy ounce of silver, and it also says 0.999 CCM. Started at $1, and kind of has that Engelhard look. I don't know. CCM made this. Boom. There you go. There is your vintage silver. If I had to guess, I would say, I don't know, maybe early 80s. I don't know if it goes all the way back to the 70s. Some of you vintage guys might know better than me, but it's a cool piece. I will tell you that. Fancy Nancy likes it at 36. That's the bid to beat. And people are saying congratulations to Thule. Our awesome moderator, Fancy Nancy, is in the lead on vintage silver for her collection. And I'm going to say going 1 time to Fancy Nancy. And Nancy, how fancy are you? Going 2 times to Fancy Nancy. And we'll see where it lands.
Unknown 37.
Unknown is at 37. I didn't even see that. Thanks, Thule. Good catch. And good catch, Mrs. T. Unknown's at 37. I'm sorry, Fancy Nancy. You are out. But it's not sold yet. I didn't hit that button. I'm going to say Unknown's in the lead, but Fancy Nancy, let's see your fancy response. Going 1 time to Unknown. Going 2 times to Unknown. And let's see where Nancy's at. See, do you see any other bids coming in? Going once.
Chris at 38. Julie says it
Ooh,
was
Chris with a K. Ooh, Chris with a K is at 38. Not going to let it go for 37. Chris with a K comes in at the nick of time on the old International Trade Unit. That's what it says, blazoned across the top there. International Trade Unit. Chris with a K going one time. And let's see if the others like it at 39 or above. Chris with a K at 2 times. And by the way, I take PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App. Mrs. T, do you see any other bids on this little guy? Going once, going twice. Sniper time. So, Chris with a K, nice little addition to your collection. Oh my gosh. So the way we set this up, guys, is we have 3 rows across a big folding table. And we've already come to the 3rd row. We're down to the last third of the auction. We have well over 80 people here. And we've got 2 more giveaways. This one and one we have.
This is the next giveaway.
And then that's the last one. So I don't know what that is. Is that something somebody won? It's kind of in the way there,
Yes,
Mrs. T.
Yep.
Okay, get that.
Yep.
It doesn't take much to confuse old T. We'll give a little 40%er. And we've got 2 more giveaways. And oh boy, let me see how quick you guys are. I know RH was still lurking around. And love this. Hayes is trying to get me to jump out the window here. And anyway, what silver pour will AJ Bain never sell? Did you watch yesterday's video? I had pretty decent number of views on that one. What silver pour will AJ, or AKA Arthur Bain, never sell? And he was very specific on that in yesterday's video. Let me put this away and then go to the comments and see. Well, Chris with the K says his whale. Unknown says whale. Thule says bam. And I think that's in response. If I've said it once, I've said it before. The dude watches all my videos, which I appreciate very much. He has Pentagon speed internet. I would venture to say he might even have better internet than the White House. And RH got it again. RH got it again. And my goodness gracious. RH, bam, is right. This is for RH. And we'll just stop calling this the gall. We'll just start calling it the beat RH. All right, RH. I don't know how you do it. I really don't know if you sneak in like Santa Claus the night before and look at the questions on the table or what. I have 2 pit bulls. You'd have to sneak past them, and they don't sleep lightly, I can tell you that. Maybe I'll show you guys. I think I might have shown them on my videos before. All right, the next, some of you may have seen a video that I made. Thule says, thank you, Thule. I appreciate you very much. And she says, thank you with a super chat. Thank you, Thule. And let's start going with the first runner-up. You know what? That's a darn good idea. On the last one, pull out another one of those 40%ers, Mrs. T. And we're going to go with first and second place on Central Michigan's suggestion. So put another one right on. Here? Yeah, I'm running out of those 40%ers. Okay. First and second place will both get. And by the way, 7 stacks. I don't know what you're talking about. I saw you winning some gauze on my buddy SGT's channel. Anyway, let's get to the next auction. Enough about gauze. And that's to RH once again.
So they won the second place?
Yeah, we're doing a second place. This is a piece of what's called exonumia. And it's not a coin. It is kind of a token or a medal, something in that category. It says, let's see, man's achievements in expanding universe. And New York World's Fair, 1964, 1965. Evidently, it was a 2-year affair on this medal / token. Let me show you the other side. Very pretty and ornate. The 300th anniversary of the founding of the city of New York. And so I don't know if we have any New Yorkers here, but there's the seal of the city of New York, and it says 1664, 1964. It's a lot of history. I think it was purchased for some beads and some trinkets to the Native Americans, but either way, this, let me turn it this way. This is like super high relief. I don't know, can you see that? Super high relief. Now, when I turn it to the side, you might also notice there's some letters and some writing on the side. It basically said who made it. But most importantly, what it says on the side is, and I learned to check this after Central Michigan rescued me the other day, this is 2 ounces of 999 fine silver, a 2-ounce medal. So you're not only getting the history there, you're also getting 2 ounces of beautiful silver. Start me at a buck. Start me at a buck. And we'll see where she goes. Unknowns at 45. And I have a feeling, yeah, I could even throw it in the furnace at 45. Hi, Flatline Racer. Great artist. Flatline Racer is here. Unknown says 75 on the cool piece of New York history here. And we're at 75. 80 Doug on 2 ounces of silver. Good luck finding another one of these in your entire lifetime. And it's a cool piece, and it's silver. Chris is at 100, and for a cool piece of exonumia. And exonumia is being featured in Harlan J. Burke's auction. This is a thing. People collect these and collect other artifacts from throughout history. And this one's tied to New York City. And if you are a fan of New York City, and I've been there and and had some crazy experiences there, especially with the drivers, you know that New York has a huge fan base. So I'm looking at Chris Childress. Welcome, Chris. And Chris, since I don't recognize your name, I'll just use this opportunity to explain to everybody, shipping is $5. But if you are gracious enough to go become a channel member at level 2, 3, or 4, it's free. That's my way of saying thank you and encouraging channel membership. And level 2, again, is only like $6.99 a month. And so if you're going to participate in some auctions, that seems to make the most sense. And I think that's why so many people have been joining the channel. But enough about all that. Let's go on to the countdown, going 1 time on the cool old piece from New York. Going 2 times to the cool old piece from Chris Childress. Chris, you'll have to let us know if you're a New Yorker or you just love World's Fair exonumia or what the deal is. But I'm saying, whoa, in the nick of time. Unknown is at 105. Unknown is at 105. Boy, Chris, I thought you were going to have it there. I'm sorry, you're out now. 110 is the bid. As you can see here on the right-hand side of the screen, anything north of $100, the bid increments go up $5 at a time. So I'm going to say unknown, going 1 time on the cool old piece. Unknown going 2 times at the cool old piece as we're getting down to the end of our auction. Coming down to the end here. Chris is at 110. Unknown, you're out. I think these guys might have an idea of the value of a piece that says New York. And it's not to mention it's 2 ounces of silver to boot. And I'm going to say going 1 time. And I'm going to say going 2 times. And let's see here. Going once, going twice. Hyper time. Mrs. T, you see anything?
One time, Chris.
Chris attended the fair, going once, going twice. And we have a new member. Congratulations did Unknown take that? Or no, Chris Childress attended the fair. Unknown, you are south of the sold button. Chris, who attended the fair, has himself a bona fide souvenir. And we have Star Stacker as a new member. Thank you, Star. Much appreciated. Some of you were members before at level 1 and then upgraded to level 2. Star, I hope you're at level 2 so I could give you free shipping. But thank you for Unknown gives a little boo there. Sorry, Unknown. Chris gotcha. And that's kind of cool that he attended that World's Fair. All righty. Let's go on to something a little more modern. Boom. Libertad. Low mintage. Just basically a little north of $500,000. You've got a Mexican silver Libertad. Let me zoom out just a little to get a little better view here. It's a 2022. There is the reverse. Here is the obverse. And there you go. Started at $1. And let's see where these Libertad fans decides to take it. As I try to beat that glare there a little bit. All right, there's that. Boom. 60. And I'm looking at Jim at 60 as I glance back to my screen, and that's what Mrs. T mentioned. No IQ is at 65. And so if you look back at the mintages across the decades, 550,000, and you realize this is why these guys go for so much more than American Silver Eagles, which I love. Don't get me wrong. I love my ASCs. I have an entire collection of them. But that mintage right there, as people on videos over and over and over have asked me, well, how come they're so expensive? They're the same amount of silver. Well, it's because there's less of them. And Unknown is at 75. Unknown is not going to let this one go. I'm going to say Unknown. What? Jim is at 80. Jim is at 80. And going one time. Unknown, you are out, my friend. Your turn to bid if that is your prerogative. And I'm going to say going 2 times. Unknown is at 81. Unknown is at 81. And let's see. I'm going to say Unknown going 1 time. Yeah, Nathan, 2021 wasn't easy either. I'm going to say going 2 times to Unknown. And we'll see if there are any other bids north of 81 on the Libertad. Going once, going twice. Sniper time. Unknown comes back strong. Unknown comes back strong. And so Unknown, I have, let's see, a few here. I've got 2 more. And the question is, do you want 1, 2, or 3? And Unknown, let me know how many you want. And these are the last 3 I have for today. Just let me know, and then we'll kick it back to, was it Jim was the backup bidder, and we'll see if Jim. Unknown wants 1. Jim at $81. Do you want 1 or 2? And let me know. Or do you want none? Just let me know, Jim. And Jim wants 1. Here you go. That's for Jim. And was there anybody behind that might want 1? You guys can go back. I had Jay Swartwood. Snoopy was at 61. No IQ at 65. No IQ. I'm looking. I think you're the next backup bidder with the next highest bid north of You'll have to pay extra for mailing. Jim, it is $5 for shipping.
Yeah.
And
He has something.
And Jim, it's $5 for shipping, unless you go and become a channel member, just like Star just did. And you could even do that after the auction if you like. And then that's the case. It's free for levels 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So, did we? What's that?
That was it. Just Jim and
Jim and all right. Anyone else for $81? Just say Ben. Yep, Jim.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. What I do, Jim, is I combine it all together. I put it either in a box or in a bubble envelope, and you only have to pay for shipping one time, my friend. You only have to pay for shipping one time, and it's only $5. Even if it's in a $10 box, I'll pay the other half. Anybody else want a Libertad at $81? Just say Ben Libertad at 81, and if not, we will move on. Ooh. All right, we're getting down to the nitty gritty here, guys. Oh boy. Tuli says Ben Libertad at 81, and she's informing everyone.
Yeah.
That's what the case there. And so, all right, guys, are you ready? It is scissor time. Scissor time. Anybody here enjoy the Canadian maple leaves? Pristine in the plastic. Start them wherever you want. And the winner can take 1 or 2, 3, 4, or 5. Winner's prerogative. They're saying they can't take it. It's, you know what? There's a simple solution to that. You can just buy them all, and then you don't have to worry about me pulling out the old scissors. I've got TJF. I've got TJF 35, and we'll see. Unknown says cut, and I will. You know, I'm not afraid to do it. And what are you looking at, Mrs. T? Well, Jay Swartwood is at 40. Jay Swartwood, good catch, Mrs. T. Mike needs a scissor therapist. That would be pretty odd to walk in. Oh, what year? Good question. These are, I think they were early 2001. And unlike so many other 2001s that I've seen that have all those milk spots all over them, these are in very, very, very good condition. Maybe suitable for grading. They are just about perfect. All right. I'm saying $40 from Jay Swartwood going one time, and we'll see if anybody else wants to get in. And we'll also see, and Chris and everybody else, I trust you guys. If you have to leave, go ahead and pay on your way out the door. But if you're going to continue for the last 5 items or so, feel free to just wait. It's cool. Just wait till the end of the auction, because you never know. With the variety that I have, you might just see something that you didn't see. And No IQ says bin 81. So let me just verify. No IQ, you want that Libertad at $81. And right now we're doing those maples at 2 times. And then the maples going sniper time, going once, going twice. Okay. The maples went for $40. Jay Swartwood, your prerogative. Are you going to say cut them? And if so, how many? Just let me know. And no scissor shaming here. Yep. So that's No IQ, a Libertad for 81 Smackers.
Okay. All right.
There you go. And thank you for your support of my auction, No IQ. And Jay Swartwood, this one's for you. Appreciate it.
He wants one.
He wants one?
Yes, he wants one.
All righty. Let's see. I'll cut this guy right off the end. So we have a happy little family here. Ooh. And anybody else, just put in the, whoever's quickest, just put bin $40 on the Canadian maples and let me know how many. And congratulations to the winner, Jay Swartwood. Jay Swartwood. And bin, if anybody else, bin $40 on the maple leaves as we get down to the end of our auction here. And we're going to move these to the back and let anybody kind of deliberate on that. And next, we're going to see if any of you happen to be numismatists who happen to like the seated liberties. This is a seated liberty. This is an old quarter. You can clearly see the date, 1876. There is the reverse. That interesting. So many different, and congratulations, Jay. So many different rounds have kind of copied this eagle design. I'm going to test the waters by throwing it out there for $1 and see whether or not I should add more numismatics to my future auctions or not. 1876, Fancy Nancy, on that seated liberty. And I did not see a mint mark. I did not see a mint mark. So that must be, it means Philadelphia, right? If there's no mint mark, it's implied that it's Philadelphia. And I've got Mike at $10 on the seated liberty as Mrs. T and I are testing the waters to see if we should offer more numismatics or if you guys want to stick to the vintage and other stuff. 1876.
What does Ghost Watching want? Does he want one of these maples?
What was that?
Ghost Watching?
Ghost Watching? I didn't even see.
This is, can I purchase one?
Ghost Watching, or I didn't see that, but I assume you mean the maple. Chris with a K is at 15 on the seated liberty. I know the seated liberty collectors are really passionate about the seated, that time history. And so anyway,
Yeah, the maple.
Okay, Ghost Watching wants a maple. Let me, oh boy, here we go, guys. Here we go. Cut this right in half. There's that. And there's that. Ghost Watching takes a maple. And that means I have 3 left. And if anybody wants them, just say bin maple, $40. All right, let's go back. Lee Coins is at 16 on it's a quarter. Fancy Nancy, it's a quarter. And it's a seated liberty. You're buying it for the numismatic coin collector value. I'm looking at Lee at 16. Lee at 16. And on the old quarter, 1876. And it's worn down. It's not like pristine or anything like that. You can still clearly see the date, but it always boggles the mind to imagine what this thing paid for in 1876 when it was new and pristine. And throughout history,
Chris with a K, 18.
Chris with a K at 18. Lee Coins, you're out on the old seated liberty. Pretty old coin. Mrs. T, what do you think this paid for? Back in the day, a sack of flour, something at the general store, some bullets for your 6-shooter. Gee whiz, a quarter back in those days really was worth something. I'm going to say Chris with a K at 18 going once, Chris with a K going twice. And then I kind of imagine like Little House on the Prairie, what was sold. Maybe beer. Yeah, maybe some chopped whiskey. I'm looking at Lee at 19. I didn't even see that. Okay, Lee at 19. Chris with a K replies back as we all ponder what this quarter purchased. It could have been a ferry ride across Lake Michigan. What was in that old general store on Little House on the Prairie? Some rope, a shovel, a pickaxe. I don't know. maybe who knows? Tools were probably worth more than a quarter back then. Some sugar? Okay.
Yeah, you need to.
So general
Focus.
supplies. All right. Some writing paper.
I know
So,
it's a lady of the night.
oh, good Lord. Yeah, it could have been. Could have been. All right, going once, going twice.
Coins 21.
Oh, Lee Coins outbid Chris with a K in the nick of time. And a puppy in the window. I don't know.
Mike says focus.
Focus.
Yes.
That's up. One going once.
Chris with the K at 22.
Okay, Chris.
Oh,
Well,
wait, Fancy Nancy 22.
man, we've got a good auction as everybody's pondering. A gold pan. Did it purchase a gold pan? I don't know. Maybe some beer. I don't know.
I think alcohol.
Did it purchase a steak at a steakhouse in Chicago?
Oh.
Going twice. What did that thing? Maybe some pairs of socks.
Oh.
Maybe even shoes. Could
Okay.
you buy a pair of shoes for a quarter back in those days?
Okay, where?
All right, here we go. Going once, going twice, and sold.
Wait. Any part of the shield visible, and then before you hit sold.
Oh,
coins
too
at
late.
23.
Sold has been hit.
But the coins got in at 23.
I got Lee Coins at 23 is what I'm looking at.
Mm-hmm.
Lee Coins, this is your quarter now.
Mm-hmm.
You could purchase whatever you want with it, or you could put it in a holder or keep it as a memento of this very day in history. All right. Speaking of miners and prospectors and pans and things like that, take a look at this guy. I like this one. It's Silvertown Vintage Classic Prospector. Let me show you the back. 1 ounce, and it's pristine, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I like it because it says Winchester, Indiana. I have high hopes of going to Silvertown this summer sometime, but this is an absolutely iconic bar here.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I wouldn't start this one less than $35 because I would keep it at that price. So if anybody, Jim knows, it's $40 or should be north of that on the old Prospector in good shape. Jim's at 40. We've got an auction going, and that's for Lee Coins right there. Chris with a K, 41. I've seen the same one at different coin shops in kind of beat up condition. This one's in real good shape. And if you're going to bid on an auction item, we're down to our this one and 1, 2, 3 more, and then we are going to have first and second place for the final auction. And we're looking at Jim at 45, and we'll see where she lands. We won't hesitate too much. It's already 10:35. These auctions go by so fast, and I think that's because we're having fun. And I have a good time hanging out with you guys, and we still have over 70 people here. I'm going to say going twice and see if the snipers are poised to make a snipe. Mrs. T, do you see anything before I hit that for 45? I'm hitting sold. I'm hitting sold. If anything comes in south of that, sorry guys, you're a little late. I think that was a good price for Jim, and you got a good deal there. All right, this is going to be the last one of its kind today, and perhaps the one with the prettiest pour marks. I'll let you guys decide. There's another one of my little logo pours. Came out really good on that side. And 1.8 ounces. Nice heavy one. Pretty silver pours. Art is beauty is in the eye of the beholder. This one, to me, and reminds me of like the nucleus of an atom, with the shells, with protons and electrons floating around it. Maybe that's the nucleus of the atom, and then you got protons, neutrons, and electrons. These look like electrons in the outer ring way out here, and that's just my imagination, and that's the thing that art does. it is made, is created, and there you go. There you go. Oh, and by the way, in case you're wondering what number, it's 1.8 ounces. It's numero cuatro, number 4, last one of the day. And we'll see who is the fan of the channel enough to take this baby home. I'm looking at Doug at 100. Unknown, you're outbid. Thule, yes, it is number 4. And there she goes. There she goes. And I'm looking at Doug with 100. Unknown, I'm sorry, you're out. And I'm going to get rid of these because we'll save those for another day. And because we're coming down to the nitty gritty. And I'm looking at No IQ at 105. A coin with atomic weight, very pretty. You gotta have to count all the protons and neutrons and the particles there and see what atom this might be. And you can use your imagination there. I'm looking at No IQ at 105 with some other interested parties that might want to place their bids because I'm not waiting. I'm so pleased that you guys like these things, and some of the other folks that bought. This is the last one today, and I'm going to say going two times to No IQ, an awesome member of the silver stacking community. Thank you, Star Stacker. I was so pleased that these came out as well as they did. And it's not cheap to get one of those molds made. And the hope is that if you go through all that trouble and make a custom mold, that it comes out good. But I'm going no IQ, going once, going twice. Do you see any other bids? No IQ. Congratulations. That will be sent to you with a little treat and a certificate of authenticity. And speaking of certificates, got to pan out to see this certificate. This is, not everybody has $100 to spend on an auction item here in support of the channel and in support of my craft and my artwork. But some of you might have, $1 if you want to start me off. I'll start it at half price. A $2 bill starting at $1. This is commonly referred to as the red seal, because obviously you could see the red seal there. Series of 1928. This thing has survived almost 100 years. If you want to see the back, there is Monticello on the back, home of Thomas Jefferson, one of our founding fathers. Be happy to put that in a bubble envelope for you, along with a T the Silver Stacker sticker if you're new. And by the way, if you're new here, guys, each one of you guys that is new and wins your auction for the first time gets one of these babies right here as a little thank you. Unknowns at 9. Star Stackers at 15. I personally, even the modern ones, I'm kind of a weirdo in the respect that I save my $2 bills. And I do have one of these in my collection from 1928. This is the other one for your consideration. Star Stacker. And as they say, they don't make them like this anymore. I'm going to say going one time to Star Stacker. And thank you, No IQ. Really appreciate you and the fact that you dig my pores. Very humbling. Star Stacker going 2 times. And we'll say going once, going twice. Sniper time. Sold. $15. $15 on the $2 bill. This one was given to me by the dudes from Whatnot. There was a bunch of bros trying to get me to sign up for Whatnot. I have not signed up for Whatnot yet, and I may consider it. I'm thinking about it. I think I might just keep my Saturday, Sunday morning auctions the way they are, and maybe do a Whatnot auction at some point in time. I'm going to start this at $1. It's a graded quarter, and it is commemorative of the 2023 Central States Numismatics Convention, 22D. And they told me this will be a $40 quarter because it's a 22D. There's something special about it. It's graded. $5. $5 is where we're starting at. And wherever it lands, it's up to you guys. Unknown's at 10. And maybe you know more than me what a 22D, what the significance is. But it is graded. I mean, gosh, it would take $20 just to grade this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it is in pristine shape. I'm looking at Burgon at $15. Burgon, an unfamiliar name. And Burgon.
He's been with us.
Burgon's been with us?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sorry, Burgon. $15 to Burgon, and we'll see where it goes. And I'll not hesitate. By the way, this is the last auction item, and then we have a giveaway. Actually, we have two giveaways. First and second place. We're calling this the RH rule. Burgon going one time. And let's see. Hey, Burgon, going 2 times to you. Glad you're here. And Burgon going once, going twice. Sold to Burgon. And you've got yourself a slab 22D, my friend. All right.
Mm-hmm.
The last 2 items. And did you grab me another one of these? Thought you did.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you did.
Well, it already went to the other 1 and 2.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is that. And this is that. And all right, we've got 2 40%ers. And just to make it fair for everybody else, because you know RH is going to win. That's pretty much a given. I don't know how he does it. I really don't. But you've got a couple of 40%ers for your old stack. 40% silver. 68 and 67. Oh, boy. Oh, yeah. Okay, let me see.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a coin show. It was a coin shop.
Mm.
Yesterday, I released a video. And, got it. At the coin show. Oh, I see why you put coin show, Mrs. T. Let's see. Here we go. First and second place in a messed up card here on the coin show video. You may have noticed I went to an upstairs room at the Central States Coin Convention. And when I was up there, I did a little interview with a very nice lady, and she was from Minnesota. What was her name? And I'll give you a hint. It was the name of a cartoon character. It wasn't Karen. It was the name of a cartoon character. The first 2 they get it, will get it. I'm assuming RH will. Oh my goodness. All right, let's see who wins second place. Second place. Man, RH,
I think he takes notes on your videos.
I guess so. Just a photographic memory or something. The answer is Mickey. She was such a sweet lady, and she was up in that room with a lot of cool stuff. We bought a lot of littles up there. Yeah. Hot dog. I cannot believe RH wins again. But it wasn't Pebbles. It wasn't Betty. I am a fan of the Flintstones. It wasn't Minnie or Betty Boop.
No.
And let me go up and see the very first answer. Fancy Nancy said Karen. No, it wasn't Karen. Learning to deal pie. The dude even gives details.
Yeah, I know.
RH.
Fancy Nancy. I have as the second one, Nikki.
RH is a savant, my friend. And it has a photographic memory. If we ever meet in person, we're going to the boat and we're going to go to the casino.
I'm going to buy a lot of
not Betty, not Kara, not Wilma, not Betty, not Minnie, not Pebbles, not
I
Betty.
have Fancy Nancy. That was the second one.
Fancy Nancy gets the other 40%er.
Yeah.
And to know that and the pride of knowing that she was right up there with our age. Guys, this has been a fun auction. You guys have done well with some bargains. We've also learned that you guys dig this stuff from my buddy AJ, who does the silver pours and won that awesome skull. And it is very humbling to know that you guys like my silver pours very much as well. And I'll do some more. I've got some big plans. We'll see what happens. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for a fun auction. I hope the rest of your Sunday goes well. I'm about ready to pass out from talking so much. I'm about ready to collapse. Guys, thank you. We'll see you on the next one. I'll have some more videos for this week. I'll do my best to find more auction items so we can have another auction on Saturday or Sunday.
Well, don't forget it's Mother's Day on Sunday.
Oh, Mother's Day is Sunday. So if we'll do an auction, hopefully on Saturday. Then I'll do a video premiere for you guys to all enjoy on Sunday. God bless all the mothers out there. I hope you have a good week and a fun Mother's Day on Sunday, but we'll see you before then at the Saturday auction. How about Mark, who showed up for a little while under the weather? Central Michigan Stacker was here helping as well. Others have helped, but none more than our girl, Tuli. You guys have a great one. We'll see you on the next one.
Thank you, everyone.